Morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be having a look at the store, what is in the store and what I would recommend for you to purchase, of course, if you can afford it or if you've got spare gold laying around. So first up is this shitty tank right here, the FCN 36 pack 40. This is in the store only for a few pounds. It's not a lot, but it is one of the worst tanks in the game. I mean, it's cheap and you do get the Britannia crate on top of that just as a bonus. So not a tank I would recommend, but you know, it's cheap. It's very, very cheap. So once we go to the offers, obviously most of the offers is gold, and of course the bundles is usually for money. So we're going to look at the offers first, and there is loads of things to choose from and a load of good things to choose from. First up, FCM 50T. You can purchase this tank in the store anyway, in the tech tree, but it is for sale for 5,500 gold. And of course with that you get an avatar, you get 25 of the ×5 XP, you get 30 days of premium, and of course you get it fully equipped as well. So that is actually a good price. The tank itself is not the greatest, but I like the tank. It's big, it's heavy, it can ram things, but it's not the greatest of mediums in tier 8, but that's still a good price. Of course you get these bundles here, 2k gold, 7 days premium, and 1,000,000 credits, some other things. These are not normally these where you can buy just one or two. They're normally good bargains, and the same with this one for 500 gold, quick day premium, 250,000 credits, and so on. So these are not too bad. Voice crack there. These are not too bad prices, but now we get on to the big boy tank. So for 25,000 gold you can get yourself an AMX CDC, which is still a decent tank. I enjoy the CDC. You get the AMX 30 prototype, you get the AMX 30B, you get 3 garage slots, 9 equipment slots for each tank, the Liberty camouflage for the CDC, you get the oxidized metal rare camouflage, and you get the corporal rare camouflage as well, plus 65 certificates. And on top of that you get yourself 15 Britannia Panther crates. Now this is a really, really good buy. For 25,000 gold you're getting 3 decent tanks. One of them is a tier 10, one of them is a tier 9, and one of them is a tier 8. And of course you get the 15 Britannia crates as well, so you'll only need 10 more crates. But that for me is a good buy. Without the crates, that is still a really, really good buy. So that is something I would definitely recommend. Moving on, you get the 12k gold for the M4A1 Revelries, and you get the M449, which again both tier 8 tanks and both really, really good tanks. I think the Rev is like the highest DPM medium, of course, and the AMX M449 has a really strong turret, good armor profile. It is a French heavy tank. Again, both of these really, really good tanks, and for 12k gold that is again a really good buy. Moving on, French drummers. You have 2 tanks here. Both tanks are actually really, really good. One of them is quite rare, which is the AMX 1357. Of course, that is an auto loader that has, what is it, 6 shells or something like that. It doesn't come for sale often, but it is come for sale again with the Lorraine 40T. And for 9,000 gold, again, that is a really, really good buy. On top of that, as a bonus, you also get the 5 crates as well. So moving on, so you can also buy some tanks separate. You could buy the 30B separate, 15k gold, which is really the standard price of a tier 10 tank. You get the AMX 30 prototype, which is 10,000 gold. That's actually a really good buy as well on its own. Really good buy. That's a really, really good tank. Now I am going to be making a video of the AMX 30B in the next couple of days, but if I was to choose between the AMX 30B and the AMX 31ER prototype, I would definitely choose the prototype. It's a better version of the 30B. I mean, if you look, you can even see it in the picture here. You can see the hatch on top of the 30B, whereas the prototype doesn't have that hatch. It's a better 30B basically. So that's a really good buy for 10,000 gold. Again, you're getting the 5 crates as well. You can also buy the AMX M449 on its own at 7.5k gold. Decent price for a tier 8 tank, the same as the Revelarice at 7,000 gold. So these two are very good priced tier 8 tanks. If you look at the tech tree, I mean, these are cheaper than the IS-6 and the Lerva. So these are really good buys. You can also buy the Lorraine 40T at 6.5k gold. Again, a really good price for a tier 8 tank, and the CDC at 6.5k gold as well. So these are really good bundles that Wargaming are bringing into the game, into the store. I like the fact that they're doing them bundles where you can purchase them all as one for a discount, and they're selling them all separately as well, and they're selling them separately for decent prices. I mean, the AMX 1357 is a tier 7. It's quite rare. It's not sold often, and they're 5k gold. I mean, that is really cheap. That is actually really cheap. Moving along, we have the Centurion 5.1. Now, I love this tank. It's one of my go-to tanks. It is a very good tank. But I do think, you know, for 15k gold, that is a bit pricey, considering you can get the Rev, or you can buy the Rev, and you can buy the Lorraine for cheaper than buying the Centurion 5.1 with the Dingo camo. Of course, you can also buy the Centurion 5.1 without the camo for 12.5k gold. I still think that is a bit pricey. 12.5k gold for a tier 8 tank, maximum 10. But I would probably wait until this gets down to around 8,000 gold, because I mean, even 12.5k gold for a tier 8 tank is actually a very pricey. You got some camos that you could buy as well for 550 gold. You got the splinters that you can buy, the containers as well, using the splinters. And then you've got these coin things that you get in tournaments. They have now the Eagle 7 for 10,500 of these. Of course, to get these, you need to play in tournaments, etc. So basically, that is almost everything in the offers, which there's so many good stuff there. There is really good bundles there. Moving over to the bundle section. Now, this is where things start to turn a little bit sour. Now, the first one, the Triumphant Power, £44. This is £44. Now, this is actually a really good buy for the price. You're getting 35,000 gold. On top of that, you're getting 100 of the certificates, the ×5 certificates, and on top of that, you are getting 25 containers for the Britannia Panther. Now, 25 containers will guarantee you the tank. Of course, in the meantime, when you're opening these crates, you are going to get things like free XP and stuff like that as well. So you're going to get 25 of them. So £44 is actually a good buy if you're looking at the gold and everything around it. You're getting the tank and you're getting everything that you get in the crate. So that's actually not a bad buy, to be honest. The same as this one. I mean, £3, just a quick 1,500 gold. Not too much. But moving on. This is where, I mean, what are Wargaming thinking? Like, £85 for 10 AMX M454 containers. £85. I mean, the tank is a nice tank. It's not as nice as it was during test. During test, it was kind of OP. But £85, and if you move along, I mean, £10. £10 for one crate? Like, are you serious? Obviously, you get the bundle here where you can buy £10 for 3 crates, but you can only buy that once. £10 for one crate? Are you smoking crack? Seriously? Do not go for this, guys. Do not buy these crates. They are expensive. The drop rate is what, 5%? Okay, it's a higher percent, but 5%, £10. Yeah, stay away from these containers because they're really not worth the price. These ones, obviously, the TS5, they're a bit cheaper, but again, the tank is not crate worthy. I would definitely wait until this tank comes out for sale, because it's not worth buying the crates. I got very lucky. I bought the 3 crates for one, which was what, £5 or something stupid like that, and I actually got the tank, so that was lucky for me. But yeah, I think it was this one which is back again. Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it. Another tank I'm surprised to see here is the Fury for £10. And I mean, Wargaming was selling this for like £100 like a few months ago. £100, and now they bought it back for sale for £10. It's a rare tank. On top of that, you get 30 days of premium. You get boosters. You get full equipment. You get 25 of the certificates times 5 XP. That is a really good buy, considering how pricey the tank was when Wargaming sold it last time. That is a really, really good buy. Good bargain, good for your money, good value for your money, and a decent tank as well. And of course, you have the Battle Pass tanks, you have the more TS containers. Wargaming are still selling the gold. Wargaming are still selling the double your gold, which is a really, again, a really, really good buy. Now, what, £43? Now, if you look at this, £44 for 35k gold, which is actually double your money's worth. Where if you actually go on to the offers, and you can actually, or the bundles, sorry, £44 for 35k gold, you can also get £44 for 35k gold, but you're getting the Britannia crates as well. So pay attention to that. Look around. I mean, 44k gold for 35, £44 for 35k gold. If you're going to buy that, you might as well go and buy the freaking Britannia crates, because it is the same price. So that just goes to show that the Britannia crate bundle there, the £44 one, is actually a really, really good price. And so you are getting double your money's worth, the gold here. But do pay attention what you buy, because there might be some things cheaper in the bundles or in the offers tab. So that is it, guys. I hope that helped. If I was to recommend, I mean, there's so many tanks to choose from. If I was to recommend a couple of bundles, I would definitely recommend the AMX 1357. That's a really good buy. And also, all these tier 8 tanks are really good buyers. But out of everything, I would definitely go for the 25k bundle one, because you're getting 3 tanks. They are all good tanks, but if you haven't got 25k gold and you can only afford a little bit, I would probably recommend the 31ER at 10k gold. That's a good tank, very, very good tank. One of the best tier 9 mediums in the game, in fact. So definitely, I would recommend that tank. So I hope it helps. I hope you choose. I hope you get the tank that you want for cheap. I'm meadsyreplays. I will see you all tomorrow for another World of Dummies. So I'll catch you then. Bye bye.